Do you have trouble flat ironing your hair or challenges in that area? Stay tuned. I'm going to give you some great tips on how to successfully flat iron your hair. So today we're going to go over some flat ironing skills, and my model here, Diane, is going to help me with that. So the first thing I want to talk about is protection of the hair. I have seen a lot of clients over the past few years. I've seen them, have a lot of split ends, have a lot of breakage, not getting nice shine and seal on the hair, and also not being able to get a nice bend. They get it too straight. So today we're going to go over how to protect the hair properly, how to hold your flat iron, and how to get a nice smooth finish all the way down. And the first part of it is prepping the hair. So I'm going to be using an Aquage product, because as you all know, I'm a big Aquage user. When you're flat ironing your hair, you want to keep it soft and touchable and movable, but you've got to be able to protect it from the heat. And I'm going to be using a product from Aquage called Beyond Shine. And it does two things. At first, it protects the hair from the heat. It's almost like if you were to reach in and grab a cookie sheet without a hot pad, you're going to burn your fingers. It's kind of the same thing with your hair. You need to put some protection on the hair before you apply the heat to it so it doesn't burn your hair shaft, and that's what this is going to do. But it also puts a nice shine on the hair so that you have nice reflection on the hair and the hair is just beautiful and shiny. So the first thing we're going to do is you want to take a strand of hair that's, you want to keep it maybe about an inch wide, and you want to keep it pretty thin. You don't want to take too thick of a section because you want to be able to get a nice smooth surface all the way through. So if you notice, I'm already combing it with a fine tooth comb. Super important. So we're going to take the Beyond Shine, and I'm going to make sure as I'm spraying the product on the hair, I'm going to let it fall onto the hair, and I'm going to make sure I'm as far away from the hair at least as the length of the bottle. So there we go. We're going to spray it onto the hair. I'm going to make sure I get the ends. I'm going to get both sides of the hair. And I'm going to take my fingers and I'm going to take my comb and I'm going to work that product all the way through to the ends. Super important that we work it all the way through to the ends, and it's super important that we comb the hair all the way down. And we want to make sure that that product is dry on the hair shaft so that you don't get any kind of wet looking or stiff spots. Okay? So I'm going to take my flat iron. It's real important. It's all kind of in the wrist movement. I'm going to start at the base of the hair, and I'm going to, as I'm sliding down the hair shaft, I'm going to close and I'm going to kind of curve with my wrist. Okay? So that I get a nice flow. And it's really important that you take it all the way through to the ends. Okay? So I'm going to take it, that bottom part of the flat iron is hitting the bottom of the hair, and as I move out, then I start to close the flat iron. And then as I come down the strand, I'm going to slowly come down all the way through to the ends. Now it's really important when I talked about at the very beginning to make sure that I'm not closing it right away, because you don't want to have a line, you have a little crimp line. So therefore, I'm just going to kind of bring it all the way through. As you can see, kind of taking it through and kind of curving it. The more you curve, the more bend you're going to get on the ends. The more stiff and straight, the straighter the hair is going to be. As you can see, you've got a nice shiny surface. There isn't any like wet spots, and it's all the way through to the end. And that's how you properly flat iron your hair.